All right, here we go, folks. We are on the day where we're going to go ahead and run the first ad for Dr. Faue at Experience Wellness Chiropractic to pack his event. This is, you'll be able to click over to his website and watch this video. It's like 5-minute video. Some content here, just as far as the text goes, you'll be able to read that. I always like to lead off with whatever it's about. So this is about autism spectrum disorder. This is a testimonial video as well. It has a lot of really good stuff in it. I do put in a couple of emojis. Those usually just catch readers' attention. But don't go overboard here. All right, just use it as something to grab their attention from there. Sometimes I'll do something with the videos as far as putting a little bit in there. I might, put something as far as the thumbnail for, put autism right here, something like that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But here's the deal is we want to use this video then to get people to, and you can click on the see more, click over to the Eventbrite or call the office for there. So you can see brand new ad account for specifically for this. There's absolutely zero information in here. So this is like starting from scratch, which is great. So we use this pixel. Some of the things here too, let me mention on that. I wanted to create my own pages on his website, but Perfect Patients has so many limitations on what you can do, even though it's built on a WordPress platform, it looks like. So just in the short amount of time, I'd have to interact with Perfect Patients and get them to do the things. So we're going with the Eventbrite. All right, so if you click over here, it's going to come to this. We went ahead and put the Facebook pixel on the Eventbrite page. Again, it's probably not what I wanted to do. I usually like to use what's called a delayed pixel, but we're going with what we have, and then future stuff, we're going to get that worked out in the meantime so that I can do it the way I like to do it, which is sending everything to their own properties. So let's go ahead and get rolling on this. We're going to go ahead and click on create, and we're going to get this ramped up. We're going to do a video views, and we're going to do, let's see, we're going to do event. And again, I've talked about these naming strategies. Do it so you know how to do it, but keep it consistent all the way through. Event, Brooklyn's story. I might put the date here. What is today? The 27th, July 27, 7-27-18. So then I'll know, and I carry that all the way through for this. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to click on continue. I'm going to use it for the ad set name as well. And the audience here, we're going to go over, grab his address. I'm going off of his information. They said they typically draw from a 5 to 7 mile radius. So that's what we're going to go with. Search for that, and we are going to do, we're going to do 7. All right, let's see. Here's the other thing too that I like to do when it's on a local scale, because potential reach there is 370,000. I am going to change a little bit of my age ranges. I'm going to bump this up to like 27, because again, we're probably looking for moms. And not that there's not moms a lot younger, but again, we're looking for the ideal person. That drops our potential reach down to 290,000. We're on very limited time because this goes to August 8th. So you can see there, not much time at all. I'm going to flirt with this a little bit if I just go to 55. And that drops it. Still 220,000 reach. What if we jump in here and just do women 110? So that cuts it in half. I'm going to start there with that. Here's the reason I go up to 55 is because I've seen when we talk about anything with kids marketing that if the mom, grandma both get in the mix here, then grandmas really tag, share, comment. They get this to the mom that's in that area. So that's one of the reasons that I do that, is for that reason, to let grandma get into play here. With this type of reach, I don't do anything as far as my detailed targeting. With my placements, I am going to edit these, and I am going to go to mobile only. And then we can't do Instagram because it's 5 minutes long. I'm going to get out of audience network. I'm going to only do Facebook feeds. And I still have 110,000, so that's good. So for mobile, Facebook feeds, still 110,000. I like it. And that should tell you something as far as targeting goes. When I switched that to women, I bet if I had it to both men and women, it would have been different. So there we go. We are going to, let me look at my calendar, see what we got here. So I've typically, let's see, if we start it today, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days to August 8th. So we're going to change this to a lifetime budget to August 8th. And we're going to go till, that's on Pacific time, so we need to come back to like 3 p.m. You don't have to be exact here, but we're going to run it on those. We are going to put this at, how many days was that? 1, 2, 13 days. So I'm going to start this at $10 a day to give Facebook a little room, and then we can always come in and bump this once we get to optimize. But a lot of times what happens is I end up using it in the retargeting more than on this front end, which obviously will be another video once this gets going. 10-second video views is what I'm going with. When I get charged, I'm going on a 10-second video view. I don't want it on impressions. We're going to run ads all the time. Again, this is brand new. We have no idea. We're getting people with this ad to raise their hand, and we're getting people to let us know that they like it based on their activities with it. Click on continue. I need to grab my ad set name. Paste there. We're going to be on a different, use existing post. There it is. Select a post, and it's our, I believe it's our most recent. It is. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. Oh, and I like how it got cut off. Because this is what people are going to see right here. They're going to see this, and you can see, I'll go into that real quick at the end of this as far as what I did here. But here's what people are going to see. It's going to use more of the screen this way because it's not in the vertical. They had to do it in the horizontal. Typically when I'm on mobile, I like vertical, but because they wanted to get both parents in there, which this dad did great, rock star. He gave some great stuff that I'm going to use for retargeting. Really good stuff in there. But they're going to see this, the autism spectrum. They're going to catch this MO, and then they're going to click here for full, and it's perfect. Now they have to click the more. You can't plan that any better. So I've got video captions in there that I had auto-generated. I will go in and check those and just make any edits that need to. I like the captions. Here's what I found with the captions. I used to be on the fence about them, but here's what I found, especially when you're on mobile only, is that people are watching videos when they shouldn't be watching videos. All right, there's people that are at work, there's people that are doing things, and so they don't turn the sound on. And so they might check out because they're like, oh, I kind of want to see more, and so maybe they'll click on a save or anything else. But when you get captions in here, they'll stick around and they'll watch that video without the sound on, and they'll watch the captions again. There's a vast majority of people that will sit there and watch videos or just be scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or anything else when they're not supposed to be, so they simply cannot turn the sound on. But if you give them captions, myself included, they'll catch them. So add equals in the URL parameters so that it'll pop through to analytics and everything else. Brooklyn, let's see. Yep, I still got that on there. Oops. I don't know if it lets me use apostrophes and stuff in these add parameters, so I'm taking it out. Taking out the slashes. And so I got the date in there. And I am going to put FB so that I know it's on Facebook. So I've got my pixel on there. Let me just go back through. Got that. All right, so I will click on save and continue, confirm that, and then we will talk about how going through this. Let me make sure that goes through before. All right, so that's going to go in. We'll see when that bad boy, oh, it's publishing here from the new editor, and it's going to be in review. All right, so now we know that health is a tough subject when it comes to saying words, right? You can't tell people this is what you can do. So notice, I would love when it comes to good copy, I'd love to say, listen to Brooklyn's story and the strategies her parents are using to make massive strides. I would love to say, and see how you can do the same. Facebook does not like the word you, your. You have to make it about someone else. All right, so those are red flags that if you can't ever figure out why you can't get something approved, look through your content and see if it has the words you in it. Sometimes they get by, just don't. So use people, prospects, patients, others, we, stuff like that. Use a person's name, talk about other people. They have to connect their own dots on this. But here's something I want to show you. When uploading videos like this, to take up more space, is if you click on photo video, upload the video. Let's see, I'm just going to hit on one, and then I'm going to delete out of this. I'll just hit on the same one. Okay, just for this reason. So make sure you put in your title. I put in Brooklyn's story here, Brooklyn's autism journey. All right, don't try and SEO stuff. That's so like 5 years ago. All right, put something in there that is what it's about. All right, use your description. You saw how I used it there. Tons of different ways you can do it. But then what else I did, again to take up more space, is I checked in at Experience Wellness Chiropractic. I also tagged Dr. Faue and his 2 associates. All right, takes up more space, gets more things out there. And then I added tags. I think maybe it gives you 8 or 10 tags. Again, don't try and keyword stuff or anything that is stupid like that. I used autism, I used ADHD, ADD, sensory processing disorder, I used chiropractic, I used chiropractor, and I used Plymouth, Minnesota. All right? It is not rocket science. And when you get in here again, over here on the side, if you don't know, click on this and it'll give you the subtitles things, and it will do that for you. All right, so that's how you can take up more space. Yes, I'm going to exit without saving. I know, tragedy. And that is the first ad. So what's going to happen is I will come back in. The first ad, again, it's getting people to raise their hand. The magic happens ongoing here. So this will probably take a little while. I'm actually going to head to Busch Gardens with the crew. And then when I get home, we'll see if it's approved. And here's the hard part too, is not looking too soon. It's one of those things, I used to do this when I'd list something on eBay. I'd want to go check it all the time and see if I was getting bids. Place your ad, relax, walk away, and even if you don't look at it for the next 24 hours, it's going to be just fine. All right, so we'll see you in the next one when the real magic happens. Peace.